Good late Friday evening, you guys. Thanks for coming back every Friday. This is the Rambling Rune podcast, and I am your co host, your favorite voice, Alicia Tanner. Hope you are doing great. God has blessed your week and you have been drinking water. Anyways, you guys, let's jump right into episode 1. And for today's episode, we are going to be talking about overcoming stage fright, those butterflies that just pop when it comes to public speaking. They do us nasty. But let me tell you, this time I will not be by myself, so yes, I brought backup. I am today with my friends Elizabeth Montenegro and Kimberly Aparicio. Hope you enjoy those lovely voices and thoughts. Let's start with it. And what better way to start than by dipping into what this really is? What is a stage fright? As I personally told you, it is those butterflies that we feel when speaking in front of people. But if we want to be more complex, guys, stage fright is a type of anxiety that occurs when we are in any situation where we are being observed and judged. So, yes, stage fright is the intense fear that we feel when performing in front of an audience. But let's see, Kimberly. When you are in the position of listener, what are maybe some physical or even emotional signs that you can detect that the speaker is experiencing a stage fright?
Oh, thank you, Alicia, for the question. Mm, well, the stage fright usually hits your body before your brain even catch up. You know, your your hands start shaking, your mouth feels like some paper, and your hair is beating so fast. You're pretty sure that everyone can hear it. And that feeling in your stomach, that is a horrible situation. I passed for this situation. It's supposed to be butterfly, but honestly, it feels more like they are doing acrobatics. And for me, emotionally, it feels like this sudden wave of thought. You start thinking, wait, do I actually know what I'm doing? Even if you practice at home the times, it's this weird mix of a fear and adrenaline that makes you super aware of everything and yet totally out of control.
Totally agree. We enter that self doubt, lacking confidence. That is why, guys, fake it until you make it. But, Elizabeth, what do you think about stage fright? Like, do you think stage fright is more about fear of judgment? Or in reality, what we are afraid of is of failure? Because it seems to me it will depend in what road we are walking.
Well, honestly, I think stage fright is this interesting blend of fear of judgment and fear of failure. Like, it's not just one thing, it's like a compliment life give you without asking. And on one hand, there's that fear that people might like, sorry, judge you. Like, what if they think sound weird, or what if they notice my voice is shaking? And those thoughts, they come out of nowhere, like they suddenly decide to join the party even though they were invited. But then there's also the fear of failure, that internal voice that goes like, but what if you forget everything, or what if you mess up after practicing for hours? It's that pressure we put on ourselves to do everything perfectly. So, yeah, for me, stage fright is a mix of both. It is this tug of war between worrying about what others think and worrying about not living up to your own experience. And when those two fears team up, well, your brain basically goes panic time. But at the end of the day, that fear usually means you care, and caring is not a bad thing.
Mind blowing. I never thought of viewing it as a mix of both. And about that party that you mentioned, that's one I don't want to be invited to. A lot of emotions and feelings. But I really love your last thought. In reality, we need to push ourselves, yes, to be better, the best that we can. But guys, don't let us go into that mindset that we need to be perfect because we will never be. But we can always improve, and that's what matters at the end of the day, that you put yourself out there and you are improving, growing. Yes, guys, we have talked about what it is, how it feels, and even what can cause it. And you might think, but what about facing it? And that's a fair question. Like, what tips and techniques can we apply? Since we don't want to always react to the situation in the same way, allowing it to steal our potential. But if you ask me, I can tell you that when I think of performing in front of an audience, I immediately jump into the thought that there have to be preview preparation. We don't want to be going out there preparation zero. It doesn't work like that. And if we are someone that stage fright really hit us, oh boy, we really need to put the work, guys. And that goes from preparing our performances, acknowledging that we will feel panic. Let us don't blind ourselves and later be surprised. But also practice. Practice a little bit of what the gurus outside there say. Breathe, baby, breathe. And I think that also let us be present in the moment. When we are performing, guys, let us practice a lockdown situation. Let us lock down the voices that aren't telling us positive things. Don't let the voices in your head swallow you. Remember, you got this. You can do it. But all of this that I have said, Kimberly, I would like to know if you think like preparation or mindset plays a bigger role in overcoming it.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, for me, as for whether preparation or mindset matter more, I really think they are go hand in hand, but the mindset is what makes the biggest difference. In another hand, the preparation is your safety net. Your practice, your organize, your ideas. You do all the groundwork, but your mindset, that's why the study that actually happens in the moment. You can be perfectly prepared, but if you stop worrying about messing up, your body will believe that. But if you walk in thinking, okay, I'm nervous, but I have something value to share, everything feels different. Even a tiny shift or mindset can change the whole experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we get it. As we say in life, guys, the mind have power. And for what you said, Kimberly, you made me realize, and even for the listeners, that if we get to control our minds, hear me out, we can become unstoppable. Like say bye bye, stay fried, see you, or something like that. But anyway, Flipping back to my comment of the gurus, Elizabeth, how you think that breathing or relaxation techniques can help in the moments when we are facing an audience?
So, breathing technique sounds fake to me at first. Like, I used to think people were exaggerating when they say, just breathe and you'll be fine. I mean, really? My whole nervous system is on fire and you want me to inhale? But when you're actually nervous, like really nervous, you notice your breathing gets totally out of control. It is like your body forgets how to be human. Mm, you start breathing fast, your shoulder tense up, your heart is basically doing reggaeton inside your chest. Um, Slowing down your breathing help because it is literally sends a message to your brain saying, "Hey, hey, calm down. We are not in danger. It's just people watching us." Okay, it is sound worse, but still chill. Even simple things help a lot. For example, dropping your shoulders and taking one long and deep breath, or just pausing for a second before you speak. All of that, it reminds you that you are in control of the moment and not the other way around. So, yes, breathing isn't magic, but it does give you that 3-second window where your brain stops screaming and lets you think clearly again.
I relate. Like, come on, I'm about to have a heart attack, but I just need to breathe? Make no sense. But yes, you are right. Everything become more peaceful and somehow, as you mentioned, it really helped. So guys, breathe. Allow yourself to do it. It is a natural thing to do, even if in those moments it doesn't appear like it. But guys, don't get us wrong. We do not really believe that there is any quick fixes. It will take time and practice, as anything in life that you want to master. Okay, okay. At last, let's dip a bit and get BFF here. All beautiful tips, but let's get real. Elisabel, can you share a personal experience where you felt state fright and how you handle it? Let the listeners know we are just like them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I remember one time I was about to present something super simple, like honestly, nothing dramatic. I had practiced, I was ready, I was confident, and then the moment came, and my body was like, surprise, anxiety time. My hand started shaking so much. I felt my heart pounding in my throat, and for a moment, I was like, now, what are you going to do? I couldn't frozen right there. But instead of, I decided to break the tension. I threw a teeny joke and said, "Mm, can everyone hear that? Because I can hear that." And people laughed, and that louder, it was like a reset button. Suddenly, I felt like, lighter. That remind me that the audience wasn't there to attack me. They were just people, regular people. Some of them probably nervous too. After that, I took a deep breath. roll my shoulders back, and continue. And honestly, the rest went way smoother. Humor helped me acknowledge the moment instead of pretending nothing was happening, and the breathing helped me take control again. So, yeah, I learned that stage fright isn't something you'd fight by pretending it's not there. You handle it by accepting, breathing through it, and if you can, throwing in a little humor to break the ice. It doesn't make you perfect, but it makes you human, and that's more than enough.
Oh my god, those kind of surprises. I don't like those surprises. But I love that. That really was a brilliant way to take the control of yourself and how you were feeling at that moment. And for you guys listening, as Elizabeth said, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You're a human being and you are enough. I love that quote. For the other point of view, Kimberly, have you ever seen someone transform their nervousness into a powerful performance? Because just the thought of it is like a maze, marvelous. It gives me like goosebumps. That will be such a wow moment. But tell me.
Um, yes, I have definitely seen someone turn the nerve into something powerful. It actually happened in the back in the school. There was in this classmate of mine who always was super quiet more than me. She was the type who'd avoid eye contact if the teacher even hinted on calling on her. Before a big presentation, I remember seeing her in the classroom practically shaking. You could tell she was terrified. She kept breathing under her breath, and her hands wouldn't stay still. But then she got up in the front of the class, and she was like watching a switch flip. She didn't magically stop being nervous, but she used that nervous energy in the best way. Her voice started a little shaking, but then it grew stronger, and suddenly she was completely owning that she was saying, and it felt real, it felt emotional, and everyone in the classroom was um, just glued to her. It didn't feel like a performance. It's like she was sharing something from the heart. And in that moment, it stuck with me because it showed me that the stage fright doesn't have to stop you. Sometimes the nerves are exactly what makes the moment unforgettable.
Wow, that's just wow. In school, maybe she not even know what she did. And I completely understand why you keep that moment. Because many times, guys, courage doesn't have to come directly from our experiences, but from what we see out there. Let us be inspired by others and also remember that someone can be watching as Kimberly was her classmate and we can become the inspiration for others. With those personal stories of you ladies, one personal has yours, Elizabeth, and the one that you view, Kimberly. I come into the conclusion maybe that you know what, guys? Stage fright can actually be turned into a positive energy. And you may think, how? Well, of course. It is not something that just happen has the blink of an eye, but when we are like totally conscious of it and we decide like to force ourselves to use it by setting our mindset in the proper way and like taking that power of our mind, we can be saying to a stage fright, you are a tool, not an obstacle anymore. So for me, I think that that is a 180 turn of the situation. And that is pretty awesome if you ask me. Taking something that maybe is frightening for you and making it be that tool or that engine that make you be better, that is awesome.
And with all that being said, that's all for today, late Friday evening, guys. Hope you like rambling today and anything that was shared was either fun, interesting, or help, or a blessing to your life. See you in our next episode. Stay tuned for more. As always, Alicia Tanner here. God bless you all, my beautiful people. Love you. Bye.